Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I hope you are well. I don't normally do long voiceovers, but I thought I would do one today. I hope you're having a really nice day or evening or whenever you're watching this. Today I've got a cozy Sims 4 speed build for you, and this one was honestly such a comfort to build for me. I went into this build with real soft idea in mind, and this apartment is a couple who have just had a baby, so I wanted everything to feel warm, calm and practical, but still really cute and homely. Nothing too fancy or overdone, just a space that feels like real people live here. This one was one of those builds where I just put on some background noise, took my time and enjoyed every part of it. Those are always my favourite ones, and if you are watching Welcome to Derry, let me know, because that is what I watched whilst building this. I hope that this feels cozy and comes across that way whilst you're watching it. So as always, get comfy, grab a drink and let's get into this build. So I wanted to make it so when you walk into the apartment, the first thing that comes across is like a little cloakroom area. I loved adding these spaces because they are instantly make the build feel more realistic. There's storage for coats and places for shoes, or just a little moment where you come in and settle before getting into the rest of the home. I always imagine this being especially helpful with a baby, to put bags and coats in and everything else that somehow follows you around when you leave the house. And from there you step straight into a big opened living room and dining area, and this is really the heart of the apartment. Right near the entrance is a dining table, which I like because it feels very everyday and lived in, like it's used for meals, chats, or even working or sorting bills out. Along the big window I placed 3 big sofas. I love how this turned out, and it feels like such a cozy spot to sit in evenings, especially with all the natural lighting during the day. I can really imagine this being the main hangout for the family. Just to the archway we have a kitchen, and I'm honestly so happy with how this space comes together. It's open but it feels like its own little zone, which I really think works in the apartments. There's a bar area with stools, which I imagine being a quick breakfast or coffee in the morning, or even just sitting and chatting with someone whilst you're cooking. I love adding bar seating because it always makes the space feel a bit more social and relaxed. The kitchen itself has plenty of counter space, and I wanted to make it feel practical but still warm, somewhere where you'd actually enjoy being even on a busy, chaotic day. Now moving into the bedrooms, starting with the parents' room, this was more of a soft green theme because I feel green so calming, especially for a bedroom. It's definitely meant to feel like a little space for them to escape, even if life is very full on. And there's also a little desk area for the mom who works from home, and I really like the idea of having her own little corner, somewhere quiet and cozy, not too office-like, just a calm space to focus on her needs. The second bedroom is a twin spare room, the 2 single beds and a TV. It's got its own ensuite. I wanted to make it a bit like if someone come over to stay, they'll have somewhere to hang their coats, they can have their own space. I imagine it's being perfect for like a family friend, or for family or friends staying over, especially to help out with the baby. I kept this room quite neutral so it works for everyone, but still feels comfortable and cozy and welcoming. It's one of those rooms that just feels like it's real useful. They've got a TV and an ensuite. I just want to jump in here and say that during the build of the kitchen, I decided that I was going to have the dining table in the kitchen, and then I forgot to put a fridge in. But then I decided, no, I don't want a dining table in there. I had all this space behind the sofas as you walk in, and I thought I'm just going to put the dining table there. I did build a half a wall and then was like, no, I'm taking this out. Decided on the archway, took out the dining table and put in the bar area. There's also the main bathroom, which is a bit of a luxurious space. It's got a jacuzzi tub and a separate shower, a double sink, which I love adding. It makes it feel more realistic for a couple, especially during busy mornings. The jacuzzi tub especially feels like a little calming moment for the mum or even the dad, something that makes the apartment feel a bit special, which isn't being too over the top. And lastly, I added the nursery, which might actually be my favourite room in the whole apartment. The nursery has a soft woodland theme, and I wanted to really make it calm and cozy. Nothing too bright or loud, just gentle colours, a peaceful vibe. There's a chair in there, so They can read books to the baby, late nights or quiet moments feeding the baby. And I really took my time in this room because it felt important and just wanted to make it feel loved, but still simple and soothing. While the rest of the build comes together, I just wanted to have a little chat about speed builds in general. I've really fallen back in love with making them, and there's something so relaxing about the building without rushing it, just letting it flow and enjoy the process. I really want my channel to feel like a cozy little corner, something you can put on in the background or watch properly if you want to unwind. And I also want to start finding more cozy games to play and talk about, especially ones with building and decorating elements. So if you have any cozy game recommendations, please leave them in the comments. I generally love hearing what you're all playing and discover new games. So this has come to the end of me yapping. I'm gonna let this build go on and you'll see how it comes together at the end. If you've enjoyed this speed build, please consider giving the video a like. It really helps the channel more than you think. And if you're new here, I'd love if you subscribe so you don't miss out on future builds and all this cozy content. Let me know what you think of the apartment, which room is your favourite, and if there's a specific type of build you'd like to see next. Houses, apartments, family homes, or even something different. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have the coziest day ever. I'll see you in the next one. Happy simming. Bye.